Hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just put your questions in the chat before I come on. I apologize to Bernadette yesterday. Her question got muddled. Sometimes when I'm anyway. So anyway. We have got epic troll slayers who keep us safe, and we have got a fantastic community here because of you. You have been so kind to each other. You have been so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in. Or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed. So I do that a lot on YouTube. I was actually thinking there were a couple of songs this morning I was listening to. I was like, this might actually be better if it was sped up, and I sped it up, and it was like, yeah, that's definitely better. Anyway. All right. Hey, there's all kinds of tea. There's all kind of stuff coming up. I'm telling you, between now and the election, and even after, there's a lot coming. As soon as, in my mind, I think, well, that should do it, shouldn't it? I mean, Kamala Harris will pick her VP, and then, everything will just go normally. Nah. The new normally, maybe. But there is, you can feel it in the air tonight. Hold on. Thank you, Alan. Thank you. Oh, Ricky has a star of the show. And the stars of the show, soon to be in the cabinet of President Kamala Harris, Autumn, Alfie, and Boo Boo Zen Kitty. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Bernadette Smith, do you have your popcorn and beverage? Well, we're going to need it. We're going to need it. All right, let's jump in. Yeah, I saw these, and I was just like, I know it's still summer, but man. And especially, there's some, I don't know, it's just kind of getting out there, some little tea about various members of the Trump family having acted in a hidden manner over the years in a personal way. But we are actually going to start with something that was brought up actually by Becca from House of Lenormand. Do follow Becca from House of Lenormand. She is great. Kelly Ramsey, yes. Abby Normal, exactly. And Fran is asking, hello, Zeke. Hello. I hope you're doing well. I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay. Alexa, your questions keep getting knocked out? Well, I don't have one for today, but I thought just keep trying. We might be covering it elsewhere, so. Okay. So starting at 3:45, let's get into Becca's question. Oh boy. It appears, I know, you'll be shocked. Shocked, I tell you. It appears that 5 days before Trump was sworn into office, remember that? An Egyptian intelligence agency withdrew $10 million US dollars in cash. It weighed over 200 pounds, apparently. Within 72 hours, what a coinky dink. That exact same amount of money was deposited into Trump's campaign fund. What a coincidence. The CIA worked the case, gathering evidence for years, and Mueller brought it to the DOJ. But by that point, Bill Barr decided there wasn't enough evidence to do anything about it. Joel Isaac, yes. Shocker. $10 million in cash from the Egyptian intelligence agency went into Trump's campaign. Allegedly. So is this, are they going to go see, that's the thing. That's the thing, folks. This is important. This is August. Starting Monday, this is Mercury retrograde. And before and after, you get a bit of a shadow, Mercury in shadow, so things don't go quite as smoothly. But here's the thing, a lot of people don't realize about these retrogrades for all the planets. It is in Mercury, it isn't just getting snafus. It's going back over things from before, things coming out of the past. I know when, oh, bless her, Blasey Ford was in the hearing about Kavanaugh, that poor woman. Someone made a comment somewhere, and I had to 100% agree. This person said, worst Venus retrograde ever. If you end up in a hearing talking about being attacked by someone who's now up to be a Supreme Court justice, that is the ugliest Venus retrograde you can get. So all of this communication, all of this stuff that was hidden, some of this might this would be a prime time for old stuff to come, old communications to come forward. So is this going to be a thing? It's Bill Barr. I mean, he obfuscated everything that could be obfuscated. Acadian Proud, thank you. Keep sending love and calming positive white light to everyone, to the guides, to use for the good of the world. Absolutely. Absolutely. And bless Claude's husband. And bless Claude. Bless your souls. May you find peace, happiness. Bless. Okay. Bill Barr. He Bill Barred. Like it's a verb. Secrets, theft. Well, doing something illegal with your money. Page of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Six of Pentacles. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's people will go over all the Trump stuff. I don't know about the timing, though. It could take a while. So it's certainly, I don't think, going to have much of an effect on this election. I would just really like Trump to be held accountable for some of the illegal things he did, and I don't have to say allegedly. He's a felon 34 times. Joel Isaac, yes, I hope there's an investigation into Bill Barr. Yeah, please. Mr. Rancid Potato Head. Okay. 9:15. And thank you for being here with me. The appeals court has again denied Trump's request to lift the gag order in the hush money case. Will Trump violate it anyway? I would think in 3, 2, 1. Hey, oh, excuse me. Sorry. It's all this. Okay, the reading itself is all minor arcana. Thank you. Yeah, this is all minor arcana. Will Trump violate it anyway? Yeah, it's a day ending in day. But there are bigger. There's more important stuff, is what I'm picking up on. There's not. This is not the big. This is not the thing that really gets him in trouble. But yeah, is he going to continue to talk garbage? He's still talking garbage about Eugene Carroll. This is what he does. 11 minutes in, Judge Merchan. Apparently, I want to say, okay, I heard this morning that Judge Merchan is going to have a hearing. Now, tell me, please tell me I'm wrong on this, but is he having a hearing around the 3rd of September about whether or not he's going to do sentencing on the 18th? Or is it just going straight to the 18th? Anyway, Judge Merchan has refused yet another request that he step down from the same case. Will this train of accountability for Trump keep rolling? Yes, please. Please do. Please. Isabel Moss, Autumn is too kind calling it garbage. Well, it's a daytime show, and I know there are little ears around. So, I know some people think it's silly that I don't swear on the channel and I try to keep things as clean as possible. It's because there are little ears, little kids and grandkids around. So, for some people, anyway. So, train of accountability. Well, we love to see it. It makes us happy when we see justice. Yes, Biddy Cantrell, daytime show, exactly. And there's evidence against him, but he's a brat and a bully. Ace of Cups, Judgment, but 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's more coming, but I think he's still, one way or the other, he's still going to be in some kind of privileged position. He's just not going to be treated like everybody else. Even if he gets sentenced, I don't think he's going to be treated like everybody else, but we can hope. Oh, yes. Becca from House of Lenormand and Carol Alana were both pointing out that Bob Menendez, his gold bars and stacks of money, apparently was related to Egypt. Is that right? Whew. All right. What have we got? What have we got? At 13:45, Michelle has a question. Oh, gosh. And honestly, I hope she's getting some sleep. She's in Australia. I am floored and grateful that there are people in Australia or New Zealand who watch. Wow. But I worry about you. I worry you're not getting enough sleep if you're watching the lives. I worry. I want you to be okay. All right. So Michelle is asking, is Trump telling his followers they don't need to vote because he's expecting Maga County staff to refuse to certify the votes in enough counties to cause chaos in November? Basically, do they have a plan? And he's saying not to vote because they have a plan? Ace of Cups says it's 1:30 a.m. where I am. Oh, bless. Thank you for being here. That's very, very kind. Oh, Mr. Squirrel. Mr. Squirrel got hold of something. He's all happy. Betty Cantrell says, yes, they are planning deceit. I know. Brad 2 says, yeah, they shouldn't vote. Yeah, here's I think people are onto their lies and garbage. It's just what I keep getting. I mean, the card for the reading is Kamala Harris is going to win. Happy Democratic families, hope. Quite often, this is my card for her in general. World, a new day, new dawn. It's a new life, and we're feeling good. Okay, we're going to vote, and they're going to try to do whatever they can, but they can't do anything because time's moving on. These idiots. I realize, and I'm the only person I know who brings this up, but the human mind is literally not wired to comprehend the idea that we are living on with billions of people on this planet. That this is a country of more than 330 million people. It is really, we were literally hardwired to just have our clan, there was that clan, maybe another one over here, and that was it. And anthropologists say you'd be lucky if you met 150 people in your entire life. Whereas for us, it's like an hour or less. They're just not good at it, and the people on the right are really not good at it because they think there's only so much. No, you don't understand. There's so much. So what I'm getting here is we vote. They're trying to mess things up, but they can't do it. I mean, if I had the tower and something else here, I'd say, uh-oh, are we in trouble? But no, they are disappointed. They can't knock everything down. And the election moves forward. We're aware of it. Fool me once. Okay. Windjammers. Oh gosh, I hope. But how is the energy looking for Trump going to jail or prison? If he does, will it be before the election? I wish. I doubt it, but I wish. TJ says you can't stop the Harris train now. Exactly. Old Silver. I love big data and I cannot lie. All right, Dumpy. Will I be able to come on one day and just be like, we don't really need to worry about Trump right now because he's in jail. He's in prison. Wouldn't that be awesome? First of all, he gets treated better than a lot because he's had a position of power and he's Caucasian. Justice is supposed to be blind. That's kind of the point. Tower, he has 34 felony. They're not even charges. They're rulings. They're verdicts. 34 felony verdicts against him. Kaboom! You're done. Over. It's over. And this is on shaky ground. Fines he can't really afford. Fool. Just go on and pretend like nothing's happening, which is what he does. And he's burdened. I wish this was worse. Burdened, yes. Fines, probably. Maybe things put off. It's another way that we are wired. People who do not show any remorse ever. Our brain defaults to, well, then, I wonder if they actually did anything wrong. Because, I mean, if they did something wrong, there would be like some kind of tell. Because we're not used to working with psychopaths, sociopaths. So, but here we are. Okay. At 21 minutes in. What have we got? Oh, no. Yeah, anybody who was banking on Josh Shapiro becoming the VP pick. Sorry. Josh Shapiro is reportedly not the top pick for the VP anymore after his office, quote, agreed to pay $295,000 to quietly settle a harassment complaint, unquote. It's against one of his top advisors. So it's not him, but apparently that's not good. Will Harris be able to choose someone else that is well liked before the rally on Tuesday? Well, she doesn't have to choose anybody until the convention. Trump made his pick, and didn't that go swimmingly? Cat lady. 10 of Cups. It looked good, but adding insult to injury. There's a burden. We don't want to be burdened like they are on the right. Here's a Fool. He'll probably continue to support Harris, but this is something new down here. She will decide, but it's all the way at the end. It's not even in the middle. So Pete would be great. I don't think it's going to happen. But I would love if Pete Buttigieg was the vice president. I think he'd make an excellent president, too. Okay. Okay. Oh, and I'm not saying Shapiro did anything. It's just how it was handled. I am going to vote blue no matter what. Vote blue no matter who. That's me. I guaranteed. I still like Kelly, but I'm not picky at this point because the bench is deep. So anyway, Music Mansion, I hope not. I hope nothing bad happens to Trump physically. Honestly, I don't want him hurt in any way. I want him to be held accountable and put behind bars. That would make me giddy with happiness if he was held accountable for his actual crimes that he has been found guilty of in court. Giovanna, thank you. Oh, hugs. Hug back. Hug back. All right, 24. 24:30. Okay, Suzanne had a question. I wondered if Harris should win, might she include any Republicans in her administration? Do you see any roles for Liz Cheney and or Adam Kinzinger in a Harris presidency? I don't think so. And part of it isn't even what she would say, it's what they would say. Any Republicans in the cabinet or whatnot? If they were in the other party, then it's questionable. There are so many good, smart Democrats who can do these jobs. She's going to want a big, strong team moving forward where everybody's pulling in the exact same direction. I know there's this idea of hire some Republicans or try to find the middle ground or what have you. But right now, what we need is everybody pulling in the same direction to get us out of the mess that Trump and the Supreme Court have created. This is partnership with other Democrats in the government. Fruits of labor, that's them working elsewhere. So I'm not getting anything, but we'll see. 70 says, but I think she should work with them. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely getting that she'll work with them. But as far as hiring them to be in the inner circle, I'm not seeing it, but I could be wrong. All right, 2640. Oh wow, we don't normally get questions from Becca, so thank you. Billionaire Elon Musk has created a PAC collecting voter data, surprise, from those living in key states through an online register to vote form that does not directly register people to vote. Will this be decided as legal, illegal? I'm going to put illegal, and will anything come of it? That's wrong. I agree, Deborah. So, Elon, gathering people's information under false pretenses, and which is also messing with the election. So, I'm hoping if I never have to even think about Elon Musk again, it would be too soon. Sorry, it couldn't come too soon. Yeah, he's getting himself into some trouble. He's very much on one side or the other. The plan, this is stealing. This is stealing information under false pretenses. This is the election. It's a big deal. It's also being scrutinized pretty closely by all forms of law enforcement. 5 of Cups. The other thing he can do is if there is someone who is going on about being a Democrat, he can try to send bots or whatever in those directions to try to dissuade people from voting. Hello, boo-boo. But he's got some trouble ahead of him. He's been not exactly Mr. Morals. How doing? How you doing? Move the stuff off here. Yes, you could. You could sit up here. There, you've got space here if you want. And there's a boo-boo. There's a Bailey Boo. Yes, there's a Bailey Boo. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. You're a sweetheart. He's always a good boy. Duh. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Die. Oof. Kitty. I have a kitty. I have a precious kitty. That's kitty butt almost. Oh, thank you. It's licking my hand.
You're just a sweetheart. He's a good boy.
All right, what else have we got here? There's trouble coming from Musk, but not quickly enough. He's such a sweet putty tat.
Yes, he is.
All right, what else have we got here? Because there are some good questions here I really want to read on, but his energy just got near me, and now it's just like I just want to sink into just the oh. Okay. You're all right. So at 31, Rhonda Cox had a question. Apparently, we've had trouble with those who don't see, the not sees in Nashville. So those who cannot see have been descending on Nashville. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Some of them are saying that Taylor Swift was just prime whiteness in Nashville. All right, I need my arm back. No, you're fine. You don't have to go anywhere. But I need my arm back, sweetheart. No, just lie down. You're okay. You're okay. So what's going on in Nashville? Susan says, oh, it's awful. Hi. Oh, dear. He's a sweetie. What's going on in Nashville? You're so good. Yes, you are. You're so good. Well, one or the other, they're being welcomed there, at least by somebody. Anna says they're rearing their ugly heads here in Nebraska too. Who's supporting them? Who's allowing this to happen? They're just they're trying to cause a mess, but at the same time they feel like they're not very strong. I know this is major arcana, this is what they want. They've got some kind of backing. They've got some kind of important backing. And they're just trying to stir things up. But they're pathetic. Seriously. Trying to be careful about what I say here because I don't want to start swearing, but when it comes to those who cannot see, I get really upset. So Susan says, I think one of the leaders moved here. Oh, how vile can you be? I don't understand. I cannot wrap my head around it. I think of like even just like all the readers on YouTube, and they're great. So many great readers from so many different colors, backgrounds, sizes, genders. It just this huge melting pot. Wonderful, wonderful melting pot. And these idiots, not two brain cells to rub together. She says, you can't understand because you're not vile. I try not to be. Whew. Janet, yeah, it's a great community on YouTube. Exactly. Friend saying, use the bleep bleep word. Oh, yeah, those blankety blanks. So, but it just, some of it feels just performative, though. And they've been around for a long time. This isn't anything new. Somebody supporting them. Somebody, it just feels like the only reason they're doing this, the only reason they're able to do this, there is somebody with money or some part of some government or state government or something is feeding them whatever it is that they need. Cat ladies, they're not going to get very far. Then they just, after the election, they go back to their basements, writing their political screeds in their sad, narrow, pathetic lives. Yeah. Susan, wanting attention. Yeah. Very much so. Dia. Hello, everyone from Sweden. Hello. All right. So, not C's. Sound it out. I'll give you a hint. Seek help. Seek help. Anyway, okay. So Karen Nicholson had a question at 3640. 40. There we go. President Biden is looking so much better since he stepped back from running. I agree. He really does look better. Sorry, I've got cat hair on the end of my nose right here. President Biden is looking so much better since he stepped back from running. Could all the pressure of the race have been causing his health issues? Yes. My understanding is he's also been putting off back surgery. He has arthritis in his spine, which I would not wish on anybody. My gosh. And yeah, I mean, there's just some things he's needed to do to seek help. No, Brett, to seek help. Seek help. You, to the not C's, seek help. I can't give you any. I'm not. Somebody in the chat, please tell them. Anyway, how is President Biden doing? It's good that he stepped aside for the it's good that he stepped aside for the campaign. King of Pentacles, King of Swords, Seven of Wands, Page of Swords, Moon. Most of these cards are actually about Trump. It just kind of feels like I'm good. And Kamala Harris is in a fantastic position to hold this, to throw this jerk's words back at him. Yeah, that's all I'm getting. He needs surgery, but he's okay. Yes, springtime for mean Germans. Old from 100 years ago. Almost 100 years ago. All right. Lisa, okay, we've got three international and world questions. Okay, 3945. Lisa Harmon was saying that with China on the verge of collapsing and going bankrupt, will this end the Chinese Communist Party? What do you think? Are you a capitalist? Are you a capitalist, kitty? He's like, how do I get fishies? Is capitalism how I get fishies? You're so good. You're so good. Drink my tea. I love you. Don't drink my tea. Dog making biscuits. All right, is this the end of the vileness that is China's Communist Party? I can hope. Apparently there's a whole lot of fighting going on in the country. Apparently there's a whole lot of I hear there's fighting going on between different parts of the army. I love you, you goofball. Well, that would be bad for Trump, wouldn't it? Yeah, they've been hurting for a long time. Oh, jeez. You okay? You just wham up against the microphone. Okay, I need to actually do the reading, sweetheart. And I love you. Here, go up here. There you go. So they've been having trouble for a long time financially, plus because of COVID, after COVID, there are all kind of manufacturers who are pulling out of China. Also, their one-child policy was vile and did a number on their population. So you have you have such a patriarchal system. And the thing that, and with a heavily rural population who had there was a focus on having boys, one to help you with the farm, but also it's because when you got married, women were supposed to move in with the husband's family. It doesn't matter. Hi. I mean, obviously in more urban places, it would be, you could get your own place, but traditionally that's what it is. You had to move in with the husband's family, and you broke off most of the communication with your own family. And that's, so if people were only allowed to have one child, they got rid of the girls, and now they have a mess. They have a huge, huge mess. And the unemployment is just crazy. So you have it's a demographic nightmare, exactly, old Silver. So you have all of these men who can't find a wife, who can't find a job. And I heard that Xi may have had a stroke or something. Now, obviously, that's not everywhere, but I think that there is a leader who will step forward, but this isn't a system that they can. This isn't a boat that they can right quickly. I mean, when you've got demographic problems this bad, it's really hard to find any way out of it. So, whew. Brought to you, and many were adopted to the U.S. Yeah. Visualize 70. So China is therefore suffering a population crash. It's a population crash. It's also a lot of really, really angry men with a lot of time on their hands. Not happy. there has been a lot of I hate to say this, but there have been too many instances of Chinese men going to, small fishing villages in surrounding countries or small villages and buying a wife. I think her parents selling her, and then she's taken back to China, not her country, not her culture, no access to original family, and then has to run the gauntlet with, somebody who would do that, their mother is likely not going to be welcoming or nice. It's terrible. So China did this to themselves. And they were warned at the time. Don't do this. All the signs were there. All the signs were there. If you put in a one-child policy, you're going to have a mess. They didn't listen. So, all right. Actually, I am going to carry these other two questions over to tomorrow, because I've been on for an hour, and come on. I think I'm done. Yeah, you're a good boy. All right, so that's going to do it for me for today. But thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for visiting every day. Hi. Hey. Okay, well, maybe I can cover these other two questions. Yay. Okay, sorry. False alarm. Deanna Goodman, 4720. Libby. Okay, so another reader sees. If you're asking me questions about what other readers have read, don't give me names, please. I don't want to go up against anybody. Just saying. A reader sees Putin no longer breathing given the recent hostage release. Is this true? It's a matter of what he got in return. He is desperate. I should say that didn't last long. I'm sure he'll be back. No, I think he's still there. And this look of temperance, it's not temperance. There's something he got. He either needed the people he got back, he needed them back, or he got, there was some agreement there that helped him. He does not trust that Trump will get back in. He's got a war going on. He's in the center, so he's still there. He's looking for ways to get more money into the country because it's not good. And Ukraine's still going to win, so Putin, get stuffed. Cynthia O'Keefe says they just showed him greeting the folks off the plane. Well, there we go. Stars, how sweet is Boo Boo's and Kitty? Very. All right, and what have I, 49:30. Oh, I thought it'd been on longer than I have. It's odd. Okay. Could have sworn. Oh, well. Mr. Dill had a question. Will a meteor of scientific significance hit the moon in the next 90 days? There's supposed to be a number of close flybys. Now, how about soon? Will a meteor of scientific significance? Well, they're all of for all of scientific significance, but it is something to be done. Oh yeah, they've turned on Kyle Rittenhouse. Yeah, I saw that. So, hello, Luna. Wow, I've got to do this more often. Like when I'm trying to meditate, just send your just kind of reach out to the energy of the moon. It's silence, calmness. That's what I'm getting. There's not much up there. It's a fact. There's we're finding that they have little hints of there's maybe some water at the poles, maybe, and there's some. Well, there is, and then there's not much up there. There's really not much up there. These are not cards of that's not a card. These are not cards of something hitting the moon. I do have a Knight of Swords, so that could be something. Ace of Wands. So something, but I'm not getting Tower. I'm not getting Major Arcana. I'm not getting. Oh my gosh, who died? Who died? Anyway, yeah. So, meh. That's what I'm getting. Okay. All right. So that's going to do it for me for today. I've covered all of today's questions. It's 1:07 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. Other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. Same cat time. Same cat channel. You're a goofball. I love you. Big silly. All right. So, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Oh, gonna stretch the leg out too. Ooh, daring. All right. So hang in there. You're not alone. We're in this together. And there are good days ahead. Yes, there are. There are good days ahead. They're precious. All right. Take care. Now I've got to figure out a way to end the stream. I need my arm. I'm just going to move this. I'm sorry, but I'm going to move one arm. Just one arm. Oh. He's a good boy. There we go. Okay. Take care. He's a good boy.